Hi there and welcome. I recently received a question from someone. It's a question that I have received more than once and answered more than once. So I thought it would be a great question to make a video and pop it on here. So I've got the question in front of me. I will read it and then I will share my answer. I met a man with whom I got into a similar dynamic as with my ex. It was way less abusive, but I still felt disrespected by him. He kept blaming me for our troubles, which made me doubt my own judgment of the situation, until I finally felt some clarity and realised that I want to be with someone whom it feels that there is equal responsibility. This felt very healthy and as if I had finally got my standards back. He then pointed out my standards were not realistic at all and nobody would be able to meet them. It put me back into a bit of a doubting place again. Am I delusional, wanting equality and a relationship that feels happy and healthy? What a great question. So I want to start by saying that everything that I share here is about loving and respecting yourself. And this is about bringing back, no matter how much, like that is a great question that feels that it is about somebody else doing something that I have no control over. And everything that I share on this channel is about learning to take full responsibility for everything that is showing up in your life and seeing that the fact that if you are different, everything outside of you, your entire world can change, is the most powerful, the most amazing, and the most wonderful thing that you can ever learn to truly understand. This is not about blame. This is not about blaming anybody. This is looking at how life truly works and where our power lies and how we can create a very, very different world, a healthy, happy world for ourselves, and how we can create amazing, healthy, lovely relationships. So to me, what it looks like is the fundamental mistake that we are making when we are asking questions like this is the belief that our okayness rests with someone else behaving in a certain way, and that we need somebody else to be different. We need somebody else to create equality in a relationship, where everything that I have seen and everything that I teach, when we understand that we are a spiritual being on a human journey, what we begin to see is that because everything in our world is our own creation, if we change, everything and everybody changes too. So if we found ourselves in that situation, if we found ourselves repeating a dynamic, which is very, very common. It's a habit that we've got into. That is very much about our own level of consciousness. It is very much about what we are doing, because if we show up differently, the other person in the relationship, everyone else cannot show up as the person that they were being. They have to be different if we do something different, if we show up differently. Even if in certain situations that absolutely does mean walking away. If we've always shown up and tried to people please and tried to make things right and tried to, try to fix the other person, believe them, gone into, what are the words here? Doubt our own judgment, doubt what our own inner wisdom is telling us. If we've shown up in that way, that has contributed to the situation we found ourselves in. So when we see that what is truly important here, what gives us our power, how we can come back and create a beautiful, healthy relationship, is by coming back to knowing who we are and seeing that, trusting our own judgment, knowing what we know is right, and coming back to ourselves and showing up ourselves as happy and healthy. And first of all, love and trust ourselves. What was it? The word was respected, used in this particular question, but you can interchange that word. So if we feel that someone is disrespecting us, there is some place where we are disrespecting ourselves. because we couldn't take that on as a truth and act from that place if we truly knew and loved ourselves. There would be no disrespect within ourselves to that somebody disrespecting us could hook onto. It couldn't happen. So this is always about bringing this back to ourselves and learning about a deeper truth of who we are, seeing ourselves, seeing the truth of how we get to create our world, seeing our own power within us. And once we see that, these dynamics cannot be created. So I hope there was something helpful in there. If you enjoyed the video, please do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you get to see these videos again. And do look, there are other videos on this channel that tell you more about this understanding, that take you there, how it is, how can you learn to know more about yourself, how can you dive deeper into a truth of who you are. So hopefully see you on the next video. Do please, if this has brought anything up for you, do please drop comments below. I always love hearing from you. And if there are any other questions, please do ask, because I also love answering your questions. Thank you very much. Bye for now.